never leaving you dry in your eye. I approve this message nationwide. We are having a great artist here, a great guest, in fact, and it's an honor having him here. And he goes by the name of Lazah Current. Yo, how does it feel coming on Down to Earth podcast, my brother?
Well, you don't know. Currently, we're current, you know.
Zine. And we're currently here. Sure, me have to turn this down.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You don't know. Yo, you've been an artist of a journey for a long time. You know what I mean? And you deserve your flowers. Straight up.
Give thanks.
No one hasn't. You know what I mean?
Give
But
thanks.
from Down to Earth podcast, we are giving your flowers from no.
Give
Zine,
thanks. Give
because
thanks, Give
on
thanks.
the real, your journey is started from a long time, from a little boy. I done a little bit of research on you a bit, but yo, I like to hear from you. You know what I mean?
It's been a while. It's been a while. Started out back in the mid-80s, I would say, with a band called Messenger.
Messenger,
Yeah,
yes.
Messenger.
Which you got a nominee for a Juno with that band, right?
We won the Juno.
You won the Juno?
Yeah, with Messenger.
Okay.
I got nominated for a Juno
but separately,
as a solo artist.
A solo artist.
Yeah.
Okay, I kind of got that misinterpreted a bit, but you got one with the band and one with yourself.
That's right.
Yo, you hearing that, people? I'm with a Juno Award winner here with a band and solo. Okay?
Hold on.
Go on.
Win with a band and nominated solo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Regardless, you still recognize, you know.
Yeah,
you
so we have a Juno.
Yo, that is a proud accomplishment on the real. But yo, your journey started from an early boy and all of that and everything. So say I'm gonna ask this question. Who did you grow up and been inspired upon? Let's start from the beginning before we get more into things.
Well, reggae is my forte, you know what I mean? I'm a conscious reggae artist.
And I love that because that's what I've been growing up on. You know what I mean?
Well,
pure conscious reggae. Don't get me wrong, there was the dance hall and all that, whatever, but I was more brought up on the conscious reggae, you know what I'm saying?
It's a foundation.
You know what I mean? Like Reggae Artists you
Can't
know,
forget Bob Marley.
You know, Bob Marley all around the place for me, straight. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there was some other greats still, you know? There's a lot.
Peter Tosh, Bob Marley, Jimmy Cliff, Gregory Isaac.
But you just mentioned
Dennis
one
Brown.
earlier, Martha Griffith. No, Makeda. Which one did you mention?
Oh, she's in. They're having a video release tonight.
Mention her name.
Donna Makeda. She's having a video release.
That's it. Bless up to Donna Makeda, man.
She's in the city here.
Okay.
And Uja too. They're having a video release. So,
okay.
I might end up forwarding to
and show up and see where you're going.
Yeah.
It's always good. You know what? I like what you said there because regardless if you're performing or not, it's good to show out to your genre of music where you're supporting. You know what I mean?
Man. It's
regardless, it's good to show a face. You know what I mean?
It's important. I mean, in Toronto, we have a situation whereby artists tend to not be there for artists.
You could say that again.
Right? So, whenever I'm called upon as a support base for other artists, I'm there. You know what I mean? I will find where they are and do the supporting. Because one hand wash the other, don't it? That means if I support, when I'm doing my thing, I get support too. Yes. And I would love to see the industry in Canada more so. You know what I mean? Artists supporting each other.
More unification.
More unification to the fullest. Because we're having a difficult time in terms of establishing and making the kind of money that we deserve as artists. You know what I mean? In Toronto, we find that artists have to work 9 to 5. You see me? I say
They have
so.
to have a
Basically,
side. They have
a
to have a
side
side.
hustle.
You know what? It's strange you brought that up. You know, I brought this up in another earlier pod before. I can't remember which one, but like, if you're not making fully on your music, you have to have something else you want to support your music to
Yeah,
keep it going.
yeah, and it should not be that way. It should be the other way around. It should be like something that you know you if for instance you want to do some a little work on the side, you can go do it. But artistry should be the full-time thing where you're making enough money to be able to support not only yourself but your family and all these things, your monthly bills and all these things. I saw something online today where a beautiful lady, Kamala Wright Agency, was speaking on behalf of this particular topic, talking about the fact that, you know, artists does so much and work so hard in the city, and yet they're not you know, they're not giving they're not paid you know, the way that they should be paid for the work that they put in, and so they have to end up doing other things, you know,
you know
9
what?
to 5 kind of thing.
It's strange to bring this up because on the real, me have to say this still. Ever since you realize, say, CD, cassette, gone, the physical, right? More like, you see, now you could more hustle it because you have the physical to deal with, right?
Right,
but
right.
no,
I
it
used to do
changed.
that.
No, but it changed now to downloading and streaming, right?
Yeah.
So now, ever since that happened, the game changed.
Yeah.
Not true?
Yeah.
And
I mean, I saw Buju Banton doing an interview the other day and says, you know, he was talking about his vinyl, his record, right? He says he wants to see the hard copy. At least he knows that if him sell that, he put the money in his pocket. But no, them have it in the cloud, and you know, up in the cloud. How do you get it from out of the cloud? You know what I mean?
But you know what? It's strange you brought that because even Snoop Dogg brought that up. We didn't sign up for this. We signed up for music to make CD, record, vinyl, and all that. But when streaming and all of that came into play, they didn't have a paperwork for that. You know what I mean? And all of these platforms taking a percentage of a change out of it because we don't own these platforms, right? So we feed them. Right, so
millions of streams,
and you make a little change.
Yeah,
not true.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So
okay,
it's you know, music, and we're the creators of the music. You know, I mean,
that's the strange
we're
part
the
about
ones supposed to be making the big money out of it, but we end up always at the tail end of the whole
and
thing.
The thing
you know
is,
what I mean?
I find that sad, to be honest. And the thing is, I look upon this. Look, yes, there's the platforms. What happens if the platform they decide to lock them off? What no?
Right.
What no?
Can you imagine?
That means say, everything what's physical is valuable again.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's what we should be focused on, make sure that we're not only dependent on the streaming and those things, but also we have our vinyls and those stuff ready to go. You know,
it can happen. It can happen. Look. The way I look at is this. You know, a lot things are going on in the future here, digital ID, and they talk about all that nonsense. So if they talk about all that nonsense, wouldn't they want to do variation on music and the laws of how music is gonna be handled and all of that too? So the way I look at it is this: regardless if you're making music, I think you should still have it on a physical note.
Yeah, man.
Regardless,
no doubt.
Regardless if you have it online, yes, that's cool. But just like how you have your masters and everything, you should have at least a few not distributed. At least you have them. So anytime you feel to duplicate again, you have it.
Well, you know what? I give thanks for those CD makers, so to speak. You know, I mean, you know, you can print CDs and you can also still do vinyls. Those people are still out there.
Yes,
so
that's true.
We can always call upon them to really, you know, get your CDs, you know, and also get your vinyls. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to have them there and ready to go, even though, you know, it's at a point now where, you know, it is the streaming thing is so overwhelming. You know what I mean? The downloading thing is so overwhelming that, you know, a lot of people are caught up with the technology of
Yes,
what's going
that's
on,
true.
right?
That's true.
And so a lot of CD printers, they're not doing the type of business that they usually do before. You see me? I say,
My brother has a question for you. Yeah, in
yeah,
fact, he has two questions.
yeah.
Can you tell us a little history of of yourself in the reggae music in Toronto, Canada?
Yes, man. Big up yourself, and brother. Respect to the max. Yeah, well, Laser Current, like I was saying earlier, we started out with a band called Messenger, and Messenger was the one and only reggae recording band in Canada, and a signing band, major
And
record label
what year
signing
was
band.
this? What year was this when you guys got together? And no, in fact, got together and then got signed. Tell me a little
I think
about
the
that.
signing took place close to the late 80s to the 90s.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
And it continued for a while.
Okay.
Before it kind of just dissolved.
Oh,
right.
okay.
But we were signed to Warner Brothers back in the days.
Nice.
Which was one of the there was, I think there was 3 major recording labels back then, and Warner Brothers was one of those ones.
Okay.
Yeah, so we were signed to that. So we, after Messenger, I started out, in terms of my solo career prior to leaving the band.
Okay.
Messenger, right? And I would, go to Jamaica, record and stuff like that, bring back my music.
So you'll be back and forth.
Back and forth.
Okay.
Yeah, and get the music played on radio, and that's how I started to build my own. Like I started to evolve into Lazah Current.
In fact, you know what? I wanted to ask you about that, about your name. How did you come up with the name Lazah Current?
Is that name where? Yeah, my performance, right, is energetic.
Okay, no doubt.
Like especially when I was working with Messenger, there was parts of the show where I would, for instance, leave from behind the keyboards that I used to play. That I was a keyboard player.
Yeah.
Leave from behind the keyboards and just go out front and just go crazy.
Okay.
Just energy. So first of all, I was when I just joined the band, the lead vocalist, I had on an outfit that the lead vocalist called me Saint. And I'm going, Saint.
Saint.
Yeah, Saint. Yeah. And then, I added like Current Saint. And then after a while, because of my energetical performances on stage, and I added the Lazah Current. Lazah is a spiritual beam of light,
Yeah, man, that's for sure.
Yeah, so because I'm focused on consciousness in my music and so forth. So the Lazah came into being. So Lazah, hence Lazah Current.
Okay, nice.
I hope I answered the question.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Who's some of your reggae music heroes?
Yeah, man. Heroes. Bob Marley.
Yeah, man, that's for sure.
Burning Spear. Peter Tosh. Peter Tosh is one of my favorite artists, man.
Legalize it.
Ganja for bun.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, so yeah, man. These people, and of course, in these times now, I have artists who are really, I would say, yeah, they've done great works. Sizzla, Capleton.
In fact, I wanted to ask you about that. Like, have you ever opened up for some of them?
Luciano.
Okay.
Right? I've opened up for Luciano.
Yeah.
I've worked with also artists, Michael General.
Yeah.
Just to name a few.
Scene.
Yeah, I've just the other last year we worked with Singing Melody, Nitty Kochi, a whole heap of artists. Whole heap of artists. You know what I mean? Seeing so we've been doing it.
See, wow, that's definitely for sure. You've been doing it all right, because on the real, like I said, I've been doing a bit of research on you.
Yeah.
And Yeah, like I had it just up here, right? Yeah. So where was it? Right here. Yes, I wanted to bring up. This is what I wanted to bring up. Yes, Lazah Current is a reggae roots artist, music life. Yes,
Uh-huh.
and you empower the people. That's what you
Yeah, that's
do.
a song with Luciano, Power to the
Okay,
People.
that yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
All right,
We have
all
a video
right.
video online,
Yeah.
YouTube. People
Okay.
want to see that video, they can go
Okay.
online and check it out. Just me, I say.
I'm just bringing up some of this stuff what I see in here. Music highlights 2022 Gene and Finch single Juno submission.
Mm-hmm,
Okay, okay. All right.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Music history 2003.
Yeah, man. Many like have won 3 reggae music awards because remember back in the days too, there was a reggae music award show that was
You got it
very
right
very
here.
prominent
You got it
back
right
in the
here.
days. Yeah.
The 2001 Canadian Reggae Music Awards, 1999 Juno Award nominee, 1998 Messiah Band member, Juno Messenger
Yeah.
Band member, Juno Award winner.
Yeah.
1996 Canadian Reggae Music Awards Music Video of the Year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Music Video of the Year.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think 1995 is when I won DJ of the Year.
Okay.
And also 2002, I won another DJ of the Year award.
Okay.
So, you know, it's multiple award winner.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
It's good to have on the real. You're a very experienced artist. But besides that, you record and mix and master your own stuff too.
Yeah, especially my 4th album.
Yeah,
particularly, I'm the one who did the production of it.
Okay.
You know, yeah, I'm the one that did the production of it. The other ones are, you know, the first one also.
Yeah,
I'm part of the production team for my first,
Okay.
very first album entitled "Glorious Ride."
Okay.
The second one was done by a Virgin, produced by a Virgin in Jamaica. His name is Gorilla Music.
Gorilla Music.
And then the third album, second album is entitled Better Tomorrow, by the way, for persons who want to know that scene, Better Tomorrow. The third album is entitled Musical Migrate. That's an album that was produced by a Virgin in Switzerland.
Okay. And all these albums, are they available like on, I don't know, Spotify or Bandcamp or anything like that?
Yeah, you can find them. Once you go on the download loading stores and search, you'll find them.
Make sure you guys look him up, you know. Support, you know, no man. He's an amazing artist, you know. Straight. Yeah. You'll be missing out, you know. Especially about some good, conscious reggae music.
Yeah, man.
Zin, if you're about that life.
Yes,
you know what I mean? But we're keeping it going here. This summer here, we done a music video here. You know what I mean? This is the trailer, in fact, that we got up here, right here.
Yes,
and it's our Reggae Revolution.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And in fact, that song's been going on through my head because, you know, I've been involved with the production of the video for it. You know what I mean? And it's been great. You know what I mean? A good one. And it's going to be premiering tomorrow. No, not tomorrow night. Sunday morning, 12 a.m. Reggae Revolution.
Yeah.
By Lazah Current. Lazah.
Correct. By the way, a lot of people have you know, pronounced the name because it's Lazah. So a lot of people tend to go Lazah.
Okay.
But you know, so I usually write Lay.
Oh, Lazah. Lazah.
Yeah, so it's Lazah.
Z, we like that. We like that. Still on the real. But tell me a little bit about this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how long did it take you to come up with the, you know, the tune here, the song here, man?
Well, all right. You know, the history of it.
Yes.
So basically, you know, we know that the 2-time rhythm is a big rhythm.
Yes.
Cargo, The Angel, Gangouli. The rhythm came out and songs were on it and doing quite well. A virgin of mine introduced me to the rhythm and said, "Later, you have to do a song on the rhythm."
Yeah.
So this virgin actually also, you know, had a song that he wanted I to put on the
there.
rhythm,
Okay.
right? So I like he had the chorus,
Yeah.
and he had some ideas of verses, but wasn't complete.
Okay.
So I took the song, the chorus, nice chorus, right? So I took the chorus and I started to write to it. And then once it was completed, I presented it to him. I says, listen, this is what I came up with. And so he listened to it. But then because he had other construct in his mind as to how he would want to hear it, he started to sing the way that he felt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm saying my flow is different from that flow.
Yeah.
And so I continue to try to, work it within his flow. Okay. But I found that it wasn't really coming out the way I would want it. So basically I decided that, you know what, I need to create a song from, from the current, from Lazah
from
current.
you, from the Lazah.
So one evening I left one night I left the apartment late in the night, because sometimes I go out late at night to really, get the creative juice flowing, just holding a meds and
well, you know what, it makes sense, because to me, I always mention this frequencies, seeing. So like, I don't know, only musicians and artists would know at a certain level in their career or their journey of the music, know about frequency. Frequency, majority of the time, I would say artists them like the nighttime to record, right? Because there's hardly any interference, frequency low. You know what I mean?
2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
Time there's
very low,
best
the frequency.
Yeah.
So it's the best time to come up with the creativity. Zine? Yeah. So I understand that.
Yeah, man. So I went out, with that kind of vibration, energy, frequency. You see me, I say, and found a chair and sat down and start thinking about what I could do for this song. And I started to think about it, and I it reflected in my mind the songs that I had heard on the rhythm.
Yeah.
And I know that they had, a lot of them had emotional things to it, breaking up and girl problem and all these things. And kind of, not down, but it's those
uplifting, emotional, up and down.
You know how them things you lose a woman, and a man I go tell a next man, a next woman about, say the man a different woman, so I said to myself, you know what, I need to come up with something more lively. Saying, and I'm there medsing, and all of a sudden, dancing in the street.
Yes,
came up into my head, and from there the song was made. And with all that's going on, for instance, right now in Africa, the changes that are now taking place.
That's right.
And so forth. Like I said to myself, you know what? I want to see dancing in the street in Africa.
That's right.
And then from there, I wanted to see it in America.
Yes.
I wanted to see it in South America, Asia, the whole world.
You want to see unity and love through positivity, through every nation, through dance. Every nation have a street, right?
Yeah, man.
All right. So it makes sense. Dancing in the streets in America.
Beautiful,
Yeah.
I mean, even the little trailer here that you have, you can see a lot of different nations.
Yes. Different nation, them.
We have the European.
Yes.
We have
all
the Asians.
Of them.
You know what I mean? And so on and so forth.
Yeah. Right? That's the world. You know what I mean? That's the world. And in fact, that's what Down to Earth is all about. D2E, down to earth. You know what I mean? We all human. You know what I mean?
D2E.
Yes,
down to earth. Every time, brother. Yeah, man.
For sure.
Man.
It's an amazing video, straight up. And to remind y'all, it's coming out Sunday at midnight on his channel, on the YouTube channel. So please subscribe and tune in. You know what I mean?
I wish that the link, I'm going to have to provide a link all over the platforms of Facebook.
We have to spread it.
Facebook,
we have to spread it out.
Instagram, and so on and so forth. People will get to see it. I don't have it right at the moment.
Well, it's all good. It'll be getting spread out, and
Yeah,
we're gonna spread
yeah,
it out from even tonight too. You
yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah,
Straight
yeah,
up goods, and
yeah.
it's gonna be getting viral from tonight and on. You know what I mean?
Yes, I.
Straight up, and the campaign doesn't stop after when it premieres. We're gonna be putting up shorts and all of that and everything. And all of that all over the place.
Oh, you mean?
Straight goods.
That
But
is
yo,
it.
before but it you said that you said to me earlier before that it premiered on Jamaica TV.
Yes, in Jamaica, it's about to be released on
Okay.
the TV channels down there.
Okay,
Yeah, so
okay, already on international levels.
yes, I.
Z, this is good. This is good news to hear, man.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Straight up. But yo, like 2025, we still alive here. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Will
man.
there be any more singles, any more projects, or any more shows coming up for you, or in the beginning of for next year, 2026?
All right. There's a bunch of things that are in the pipeline, right?
Okay.
First and foremost, there's an event in Jamaica on the 29th of next month. I'm leaving to
Okay.
go to Jamaica
All right.
next month.
Okay.
In preparation
Nice.
for that particular show.
What's the show?
It's Legends Are Forever.
Okay, Legends Are Forever.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
And then there's also a school tour that is also in the pipeline.
Okay.
So that will be happening.
Nice.
Plus, we're gonna be doing some promotion. Some
Okay.
interviews.
So more
and
campaigning.
more
That's
campaigning.
good
for
to
sure.
hear. You have to stay in tune, even though you're over there. Maybe once in a while do a live stream with me or something. Get things up and up. Just because you're over there, so no means that the work done.
No, man, you don't know.
I'll
Say,
hold it down over there, so
your energy and your vibration, brother. You don't know. Say is a work in progress. We're working towards
Yeah.
greater
That's
things.
right. That's right.
You see me? I say so.
Exactly.
This is this video here is the beginning of the work that we're that we're gonna be doing as we
There'll
move
be
forward
more
in the future,
visuals.
and
There'll
see
be
me I
more
say?
visuals. There'll be more visuals. Look out. Look out. Look
Yes,
out.
man.
Definitely
Plus-
look out.
Plus
More music.
more music and more. We have music.
More.
in the
Well,
pipeline
without the
coming
music,
forward.
there ain't visuals. Straight.
I want to tell the people them to like there's a song out there
Yeah.
entitled AI.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
AI.
AI,
Uh-huh.
right? It's a song that is dealing with the
Yeah.
new technology.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Saying very important technology in this time, but laws, policies, education about this particular technology needs to be to be shared, and people need to know more about it and study more about it, because
To use it more as a tool, not to rule your life.
That's what
I
I'm
get
talking
what you're
about.
saying, man, because
Yeah.
that's what it look like. They are trying to make the AI to go for, to try to rule the life of our everyday lives.
Yeah, humanoids and
Man, like
you know what I mean.
it's already bad enough. Everything I get artificial. You know what I mean?
And the more they present it, the more it becomes real, almost like
Everyday life.
like what I'm saying, and really and truly, we've been here for so long as human beings, flesh and bone and all that thing there.
That's
not
true.
not machine. You know what I mean? What AI is really, machine, man-made
machine.
man-made machine.
They
So
made the
you don't
machine
even
to
know when you're walking down the street if you're passing by some humanoids.
they
you know
made
what I
the
mean?
machine to think for itself.
Yeah.
And for it to think for itself, it learns off of us to think for itself.
For real, my
That's the
brother.
crazy part about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We made it, but it still has to learn off of we to perfect.
Mhm.
That's
And
crazy.
but can you imagine, like, when you, use that technology, it has so much, it gathers so much things at one time that it's quick. Although it learned from us,
That's why
it has so much
that's why it's
information.
That's why it's important, like yourself, as a look here. No disrespect to all the music, them, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to reggae music, we talk the realness. You know what I mean? We talk about what life you're going and all of them thing there. You know what I mean? That's why reggae music is recognized all over the world.
Yes, I.
You know what I mean? Me have to say that. Anywhere you go in the world, they go, oh yeah, they either gone back to it or they know something about it, or or if they don't know something about it, they like the vibe, no matter what.
People's music, man.
Yes, it is, and it's for the people. So yeah, you know what I mean? Like that's why, like, I love reggae music. It's my first love still because that's what I grew up on. You know what I mean? But me love the other music them still. You know what I mean? Me not disrespect that. You know?
Yeah, man. Music is,
Music is therapy.
it's human language. You know what I mean? Like
Human language,
it
and
crosses all barriers and boundaries, man. No matter if you're white, black, pink,
that's
or
right.
yellow. You know what I
That's
mean?
right.
Music is that
Exactly.
language that everybody understands.
Like I said, it's a therapy too. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
man.
It helps with a lot of things with people in I would have to say mentally.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? It brings back memory, some good times, bad times. You know what I mean? Whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Straight up goods. But yo, the reggae music is always have to be there. You know what I mean? But yo, where do you see the future of reggae music? Mind me asking. I don't know if you ever got that
Well,
question before.
reggae music is a music that will be forever because as you know, it's the counteraction to how mankind is. Mankind want rule mankind. Man want rule mankind. You know what I mean? It's like and to dominate. And reggae music is that balancing force, is talking about the righteousness and the goodness of people and the peace and the love and all of these things. It's what reggae music is about. So when them go astray, reggae music is there to really.
Speaking of astray of reggae music, like I have to say this though. I love just like hip hop, right? I prefer a lot of the old school hip hop, right?
Yeah.
Just like reggae music, we prefer a lot of the old school reggae music, the conscious stuff and all that.
Man.
Now, my next question is this: compared to the music before, the reggae artists them know. What do you think of the reggae artists them know? Like some of the new one them. Well, like are they holding it down as they should? You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not only talking about the conscious one them, you know. Me I talk about even some of the dancehall one them too. Like, because I like a lot of the old school dancehall. Zin? Me don't know about this new dancehall for me. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I had a discussion. You know I mean? For real, man. I had a discussion online the other day regarding this particular subject that you're talking about right now. And you know, I was saying to those persons who were, you know, saying that reggae music is the same as dancehall music. I'm saying not really, not really.
They said what?
Yeah, you know,
for real?
Yeah, man. They try to incorporate both of them together.
That it's this what, like it's this. Yes, it's the same. Yeah, but look, you know why me say that? Because when it comes to hip hop, right? There's conscious hip hop.
Yeah.
And then after you have the rap. Yeah. Rap as trap, mumble, all them like to me. I put reggae almost the same way, but in a different way. They have the dance hall and they have the consciousness.
That's right.
Yes, I reggae music, but them have the two different lanes.
Yes,
Zin?
There's no doubt about it. There's and you know, like I suggested to some of the people that were discussing this, I said you only need to be more responsible, you know, because reggae music is the music for the mind and for the healing, for the refuge when the world I go crazy, you know.
That's
what I mean?
Right.
It's for the refuge. Dancehall is that, you know, fun, enjoyment kind of music. And right now, like I say, you know what I mean, dancehall music now is gone so ludish and all these things that, you know, you have to wonder and say, boy, yo, you know what I mean?
Well, look,
come back here, come back over here.
Some of the stuff when we see, right, compared to what I'm used to back in the day, right? We don't know if they bringing in wrestling. It look like they're bringing wrestling, gymnastics. You know what I'm saying? And then after the next thing, like dance are supposed to be having fun and all of them things, but they get into the skankiness, nastiness, and all of them things that look, I have to bring it up because it does come to my mind sometimes. But that's not what dance hall supposed to be about.
What it is the detrimental of the thing, you know what I mean? And the system wants the thing to be unproductive, like what's the word I'm looking for? It's not about constructiveness and building. It's all about keeping it on a level whereby certain people can be in control all the time, because it's not saying anything. It's not substance. Nothing in terms of being substance where people can learn from it and help to grow and develop as human beings. It's all about keeping it down there. So reggae music, on the other hand, is a spiritual uplifting music. See?
All right. So okay, that's the dancehall. So do you think nowadays some of the ones who are holding it down for the consciousness nowadays for the conscious reggae right now, you know what I mean? Anybody you could name, like some new cats, some new ones, them, like, you know what I mean? Who you think is holding it down for the new generation for reggae music?
Wow.
Anybody who you see maybe like, I don't know.
I'm not new, but I'm holding it down.
I know you're holding it down. But me I said for the new ones, then know who you see. You know what I mean? The new gen. Yeah, come up.
Chronics.
You name one there. Chronics.
That's one of the. I mean, who else can the Marleys? I don't know. I really like Chronic's the only one I can think of right now who really, is as a youngster in the thing. You know what I'm saying? That is giving music that is substantive, you know what I mean?
So who do you think is like the godfather of the reggae music world right now?
In this time now?
Yes. Who do you think is alive now? The godfather right now?
I would say Burning Spears.
Yes, sir. You named it right there, sir. Burning Spears. Yes, sir. Him are the godfather. Him are the godfather. And it's still, how this man you move? How you may move an image? But I see like a lot of his old, like, I'm talking about even I'm talking about even the mid 2000s here. I'm not even talking about even 90s or 80s. I seen him move a lot of that. But me I talk about how is that's what me I see them know. That's me I say how this man you move compared to certain people out there. They don't even want to move at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm just have to say. I'm just saying. But you know what I mean? You know why me have to bring this up? Because like I know say it doesn't have to do with it, but I don't know if verses what they brought up. Them against each other online and all of that. One of the best verses was with the Isley brothers against Earth, Wind, and Fire. All of them are either like in their 70s or 80s, and all of them standing up and performing the whole damn verses. Okay, man. So
that's
why?
What I love about that's what I love about.
Okay, but you know why me bring this up? It irks me when me see youngins there. Me don't know. Me have to sit down and perform. Wait. Hold up a second here. Something happened when me don't know.
Yeah, man,
you know what I mean?
It's part of what's going on now. The drinking and
on the real,
the lack of exercise and all these things.
I like what you said there, but on the real, to me, it seemed like some of these greats, what we are mentioned, like Isley Brothers, Burning Spear. We have to bubble wrap some of these guys, them, because some of them are drop and all of that and everything. These greats and all of that, me sorry to say, I miss the greats, Me miss the greats. I'm talking about from sports to boxing to whatever. The greats what we always used to talk about. But nowadays, there's only certain ones who are great. Not too much to to the
It's not,
greatness.
yeah, it's not a lot. It's not a lot
You know
of
what I
people out
mean?
there who
To
are doing
be
it.
legendary.
Yeah.
Because yo, on the real, you're legendary to me, you know. You're
Give thanks,
legendary.
man. We've been doing this
And
for a good portion of time, and
all
my music is a reflection of how my mind is.
and
Still,
all
you know
the
what I'm saying?
legendary ones them need to be really be taken serious and get them flowers and really be appreciated, man. Because on the real, yo, man, some of you youngins there, man, you have to learn, man. You're gonna have to like learn, man, learn. I mean, I talk about in all genres of music, Zin, all of it. You know?
Hey, man, you know, like one of the things that's happening here in the city of Toronto, and I spoke about it the last time I performed. Still, see me, I say there's a lot of artists and musicians who are dropping out. They're
Mm.
dying,
Mm-hmm.
right? And you know, like I look at what's happening and I look at myself and I say, I'm energetic. I go to the slim, go work out, I eat right and all these things.
Mm-hmm.
And I made that point. I says, listen, me not gonna nowhere. Me not drop out like a lot of these musicians
But
and artists
health
who are
is
dropping.
wealth.
Health is so very important,
Because
brethren.
because
It's very
without
important.
health, you can't do nothing.
Nothing.
I don't care if you have millions, trillions, and all of that. It don't mean nothing if you don't have your health.
That is what it's all
You know
about.
what I mean?
And I, you know, like it's, you know, the message to musicians and artists out there, so be conscious, man. Be conscious of how, you know, if you want to live a long time, you know what I mean? I know there's a lot of fringe benefits, you know what I mean, when it comes to being a musician or an artist. Lots of things out there that you can,
And
you know.
and would you say as an artist to have responsibility for yourself, okay? Because I'm just gonna say this: in anybody who is really famous, like dirty famous, yo, you are a victim to anybody who's not, because they're out to get something out of you. You know what I mean? So you have to be conscious on the levels. Not true?
Well, yes, very much so. And that fame thing, I try to stay away from that.
It get to your head.
Yeah,
It
you
could
know,
get to your
it's
head.
you just be, you know what I mean?
Conscious
Just be
about
conscious
things.
and just move
The-
as a human
you
being,
know
one
what?
to a next,
You know what?
one
Yes,
one
we are
person to
all
a next
human
person.
being,
Yeah, man.
but on the real, I say shame to the artists them who you screw up, as in you get caught with certain things. You know what I mean? And you shouldn't have. You have money, you have fame. There's no purpose for you to be getting in trouble with the law in any way or form. You know what I mean? You're not a regular person anymore. You get what I mean? You're not like you can walk out then, you know. But if you're dirty famous, oh my god, you have a responsibility to yourself. You can't be doing certain things that you were probably doing in the past. You get me?
People use them things and put you, you know, get rid of you too. You know what I mean? You know, if you think that you're way too famous and you can get away with a bunch of things, people are keeping watching you.
Yes,
You know, the
because
system is watching you and they're
of
looking for
course.
any reason to bring you down too, bro.
That's right. So you have a responsibility to yourself as an artist, as a famous person, regardless if you're really famous. You see, if you're even to a levels, there's a lot of people called haters out there. They don't want to see you rise. Okay, they'll watch you. They don't want to see you rise, though. You get me? And that's called envy, jealousy. You know, and
Bad
it's
mind.
close to hate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
And I mean say bonfire to all of them there. Say straight up. You know what I mean? I ignore them anyway. You know what I mean? But the only way with them, they only keep up my views, the haters. That's all. You know what I mean? It's straight.
Give thanks, you know what I mean?
Give thanks, but give thanks and praise that you come through. You know what I mean? I love it that you came through.
Yeah,
You know what I
man.
mean? And we're doing
Yeah,
this
man.
campaign. You know what I mean?
man.
Insane. You know what I mean? Look out for Reggae Revolution. Seeing, you know what I mean?
Video releasing
Midnight 26th of October.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yo, check it out on his YouTube channel. You know what I mean? Straight up, please subscribe to it and all his digital platforms from Spotify to Bandcamp,
CD,
SoundCloud,
all of them, man.
everything.
Man. Just check it out,
Lazah
man.
Current.
Lazah, not Lazah. Lazah.
Yes,
Remember
sir.
that.
Remember that. But yo, before we go, could you give Down to Earth Podcast a nice shout out before we roll out?
Down to Earth Podcast. At the boom. See it ya? I would just depend and I give it to you. Zane. So I say, this reggae fire ignite. So make the love shine bright. Yeah. I wanna see dancing in the streets in Africa. Reggae revolution beat. In America, Canada, Europe, and India and Asia. I wanna hear the music all over same way. Hey, hey. Every day. Hey.
Yes, sir. You don't know, man. Please hit him up. You don't know. You heard it here first from the Rastafari Samurai. Never leaving you dry in your eye. I approve this message nationwide. We are ending this just now, y'all.
Big up all the massive.
Big up yourself, everybody.
Love, honor, and respect to each and every one. See? Yes, I.
And we are